Basically, I'm going to use this stick bait here. It's called a Maria Blues Code.
Awesome job, Abel. You got me my dinner?
Oh. That's what we did. Caught it an hour ago, cooked it. Beautiful.
Hi, hi, hi.
Cheers.
Abel has been working in a tackle shop for almost all his life. Having his knowledge on board to catch fish along the way, it's awesome.
So I'm just heading out for a quick fish. Just running a little Daiwa 2500 Certate. It's got 20-pound braided mainline, and I'm running a 30-pound leader. Just seen better days. Basically, I'm going to use this stick bait here. It's called a Maria Blues Code. It's a clear colour with a little pink head on it. Put a little retrofit on it with a little single underneath. It's probably a little bit too big for it, to be honest, but it's all I've got. And a rusty old treble on the back. So certainly not the prettiest of rigging, but it's what I have available. So this is a sinking stick bait. It'll basically sink after you cast it, and it will sink down until you start retrieving it, and it will just send this little twitching motion through the water all the way back to the boat. So that's the plan. I like to skip these a little bit faster by holding my rod tip high and just whipping it in nice and quick, and you'll get that skipping action across the top. And the little trevally here, I really love that. So I'm going to hit, there's a reef just out the back here. I'm going to take the dinghy and shoot around the back there and just cast on the edge of that reef and zipping it out across the deeper waters, and that's the plan. So try and find us a fish. We haven't had any dramas catching them at all, and finally we get to try and show you guys how we do it, and that's what we do. So here we go, let's go. All right, well this is the little reefy spot I was thinking about. I'll throw a couple in over the top here and see if we can rustle up anything to have a bit of a bite. Nice blue water here in this Virgin Gorda Island of the BVIs. Try and rustle up. Oh, there's a fish. All right, so there is. He's just a little trevally, but he's definitely there. So there'll be more. Oh, there's a whole school of them. Okay, so we've definitely found somewhere that there's a few smaller species, and I'm sure there's some bigger ones around too. They're fighting for it, but they haven't quite sussed out what's going on yet. They'll get there. None of these are very big, they're all quite small. We usually take one for dinner or lunch. The lack of light is a bit of a bummer. It doesn't help so much for what I'm doing, but it's not too bad. I'm still splashing across the top quite rapidly. Oh, here we go. So he's no big fish, it's not pulling any drag at all. But we got the bite, which is what we needed. I'd say it's a little trevally, they call them jacks over here. You've got a few mates with him as well. Just like that. Just got him off the back of the reef there.
Awesome job, Abel. You got me my dinner?
Look, he's no monster, but
it's enough for us tonight.
Enough for two people. We're going to do a beach fire and probably take him with us, I guess. So all I've done is basically just taking his gills out. Taking the gills out of there. We're going to cook him whole. We're not going to fillet him. We're going to keep it whole. So we open up the gut cavity and we're going to get all the guts out. And then there's nothing inside. There's no gills. Get rid of this gunky stuff here. And then, depending on the type of fish it is, you might have to scale it. So this guy here is going to have really tiny scales, but we get rid of those just with a little knife, the blade running against him back to front. We're going to wrap him in some alfoil and straight in the hot coals, and it'll just be some nice tasty fish.
Let's go, I'm starving.
Basically that's our fish. We've gutted him, we've gilled him, and I've just put some seasoning on him. So he's got basically salt and pepper seasoning, and I've thrown a bit of butter on top there. We're going to wrap him up. Okay, so took a while. I used a whole box of matches. She's burning well. We've just set up some chairs for everyone, and the other two guys, so the other 3 boats are coming over now. And we're gonna get this fish when these coals settle down a little bit. We're gonna get the fish, lay it in the coals, cook it for, I don't know how hot it's gonna be, but I'm sort of guessing maybe 10 minutes each side. It's not very big, just to cook it through. And we're basically going to use our fingers to eat it because we don't have any cutlery of any type. So
Nice appetizer.
something to do, and this is pretty much what me and Elaine have been doing anywhere we can along the trip so far. So I guess we're going to have ourselves a nice little dinner. Phew. Well done, Elaine.
I got a crab! Woo!
There's a couple of good ones.
And here is my fish with this spear.
Check that out. It's about as big as you want to shoot them. Got a couple of nice lobster then.
Yes, I did actually. I'm pretty happy with that.
All right! Woo! Go fishing, catch something, put it straight in the fire on the beach, and life is good.
So you are making a beautiful setup for your guests, Abel.
So the key is to have your guests in comfort. And if they're comfortable, they're happy.
Where did you find the sweeper?
It's just in the scrub there. I just picked it up, and
Oh my god.
so that's us. We're there. We're ready to go.
So wake up in the morning, open my curtains and open my window.
Well, there's brush here, we can just have fire all night. You ever see Crocodile Dundee?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You saw that as a child, and it said it in your brain, and then you got able. What's up, bro? You're working your ass off. And you're sweating.
Sweat up. I think we can sweat up. Are we doing s'mores? Well, all I did was start that. After that, anything's possible.
Join your mind, there's always so much to do. But how am I supposed to get time in a day when the clock keeps on ticking my time away?
So this is our little Jack here.
Are you still hungry?
No, just playing.
You want another hot dog?
Yeah, but
We don't fight
I'm
now.
playing.
But you want a hot dog?
Yeah.
That's good. That's what we did. Caught it an hour ago, cooked it. Beautiful.
Hang on.
This is really good, guys. This fish is amazing, though.
Join us next week on board Añejo as we continue our eastbound journey in search of the first French island in order to get ourselves some French cheese, wine and baguettes.
For more exclusive episodes, head over to patreon.com and search Taking the Chance.